Hey, I'm Jess and I'm wearing a 36E. I've been modelling lingerie for years now, so when you asked me to participate in this, I thought actually that would be good to sort of be able to talk about something seemingly so mundane and chance for women through lingerie to have a voice. So when I was about, I think 9, 10, suddenly overnight I grew these huge breasts. So I never really had an easing into bras. It was sort of straight into underwire bras. And I saw my friends with small boobs who would have these pretty non-wired kind of bralettes and things, and I really wanted to wear those, but they weren't comfortable for me. I was just shoved into this world of big boobs and underwired bras, and I even would wear them to sleep just to keep supported. So only the last few years that I've discovered softer bras that would fit me, so it's been a bit of a revelation, being able to do away with wired bras. I think my relationship with my body it's a work in progress. Definitely though, from age sort of 10 to 15, from my early teenage years, sort of start of puberty to now, there has been a marked change. I grew big breasts really, really young. Was really, really uncomfortable with them for years. I had a breast reduction at 18 because they had grown so big and droopy, and that really, really helped a lot. So and I found that when I got smaller, I think I went from about 38F. From age 11 I was about 38F, and finally had my reduction at 18 and went down to about 36D or so, and it was just a new world for me. Being that young, sort of being at school and having these big boobs, it was difficult. So I think never really had a great relationship with big boobs, and it seemed to be, as I got a bit older, it was the thing that everybody wanted, but I never wanted it. I wanted to be flat-chested and run and do what flat-chested girls do. Just do what you want, really. I feel like I used to live a lot for other people and feel like I had a lot to prove to other people for acceptance and in order to accept myself, so I think I would just tell myself to just chill out, relax, do what you want. Something I feel like it isn't really encouraged, or it isn't talked about at school. There's not a subject about self-acceptance or anything that you can study, and it's an age when on the cusp of being regarded as an adult by society and having to make all these decisions about what you want to study for a degree, what you want to do for the next 25 years of your life, leaving home. On top of that, you also have to think about who you are as a person, what kind of clothes you like to wear, where you like to hang out, what kind of music you're into. There's a lot of pressure, and not many people just tell 17-year-olds to relax. Or if they do, it's in a kind of patronizing way. It's in that way that, oh, I'm older than you, so I know what you're going through, just relax, stop making such a fuss about it. I feel like at that age, in your teenage years, there is this constant urgency that older people have perhaps forgotten. They belittle it, when to a teenager that's the ultimate, that's all there is. So yeah, just to relax. I always feel like I don't know how to answer this question. I have so many friends and women I admire who are really vocal and eloquent about what it means to be a feminist, so I feel like what I have to say isn't enough, but I'll try. My mum and dad split up when I was really young, and she raised me and my brother. She's always taught me not to rely on a man for anything, not to expect or depend on men for anything. She's taught me independence as a woman. So I feel that feminism to me is a woman who believes that women are equal to men and that they can achieve the same things as men. It's not just to do with splitting the bill on a date or expecting the door to be held open for you. It goes a lot deeper than that. So I think it's just to do with women's agency, women's sort of freedom of movement, or women's freedom in society, women's equality in that way. It's a woman that knows that she can do anything she wants and be anybody she wants to be. Environmental sustainability is important to me. It seems like it's this huge, vast sort of issue, and that the small things I do, like separating my recycling, it feels like there was this comedian who said it was a bit like turning up to an earthquake with a dustpan and brush, and you feel really like this just because I'm putting plastics and paper here, all these small things really do help. So the way I try and action sustainability in my life is to be conscious of places I buy from, just to be conscious of what they do with clothing waste. It can be steps as seemingly small as that. It often feels like you're just one person, and what good is any effort that you make against the rest of the world? But I think it's important to everybody to be mindful of what they do with regards to sustainability, and the smallest changes that you make in your life, it all does make a difference. I feel for now that just little by little everything you do helps.